Okay, imagine this. You get fully funded to do your master's or PhD in South Korea. Tuition covered, one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world. Home to Samsung, LG, Hyundai, SK, companies that literally build the chips powering every smartphone, every laptop, every AI model on the planet right now. And a scholarship named after one of those exact companies. SK is offering students from 34 regions around the world a chance to study AI, semiconductors, computer science, and more at Korea University Graduate School for free. Yes, this is the SK Global Scholarship Program, and I have the full application guide right here. I'm going to walk you through every single detail, who can apply, what you are going to study, what documents you need, and exactly how to apply step by step. I am from Scholarship. This channel exists so you never miss an opportunity like this one. If you're new here, hit subscribe right now. Let's get into it. Okay, talking about the Korean University, before we get into scholarship details, I'm going to just walk you through the gist of Korean University, because this is not just an university, this matters so that you understand how it is. So Korea University, or KU as it's known, is one of South Korea's most prestigious and historically significant universities. It's part of what Koreans call the Sky Universities: Seoul National University, Korean University, and Yunza University, the three most elite universities in the entire country. Getting into any Sky University is a huge achievement, even for Korean students, and this scholarship is your direct pathway in. Korea University is located in Seoul, the capital of South Korea, one of Asia's most dynamic, modern, and exciting cities. Seoul is a global city of 10 million people, a place where cutting edge technology, incredible food, K-pop culture, and ancient history all exist side by side. If you have ever dreamed of living in Asia, Seoul is one of the absolute best cities to do it in. The university itself has a world-class graduate school with departments spanning engineering science, computer science, materials, physics, and more. The specific departments involved in this scholarship are among the top ranked in Korea for research output and industry connections. And here's what makes the SK connection especially meaningful. SK Group is one of Korea's largest conglomerates. It owns SK Hynix, one of the world's top semiconductor companies, and SK Telecom, a major AI and telecom player. This scholarship isn't just funded by a wealthy company, it's funded by people who are actively shaping the future of AI and chip technology. The networking and career potential here is extraordinary. Okay, so the SK Global Scholarship has two tracks. You must choose one. You cannot apply to both. Let me break down that to you. Track number one is the AI/IT track. This is for students interested in artificial intelligence, software, computer science, and related fields. So, under this track, you can apply to the Department of Computer Science and Engineering with majors in AI application, software engineering, computer security, radio communications, engineering, and computer education. Or you can apply directly to the Department of Artificial Intelligence, which is its own dedicated department, which kind of tells you how seriously Korea University takes this field. If you want to work on AI systems, machine learning, natural language processing, cybersecurity, or software, then this is your track. Track number two is the semiconductor track. Okay, and this one is incredibly timely because the global semiconductor industry is in the middle of a once in a generation boom. Every country in the world is racing to build semiconductor capacity. Korea is already a global leader, and this track puts you right at the heart of it. Under the semiconductor track, you can work in labs across four departments. Okay, so one is electrical engineering, second is physics, material science engineering, and chemical and biological engineering. Specific labs include Advanced Integrated System Lab, the AI hardware and 3D integration lab, the nanomaterials and device lab, the solar energy conversion lab, the optoelectronic materials lab, and more. Each lab has a specific supervisor, and I'll link to all the websites in my video description so you can explore their research before applying. One important note for the semiconductor track: Japan and Taiwan are eligible for this track only. Okay, you need to keep this in mind. All other eligible regions can apply to both the tracks. Okay, take some time to think carefully about which track fits your background and your career goals before you apply. You only get one shot at this and you want to pick the best fit. Okay, now we are going to talk about who can actually apply. This is one of the most important sections, so listen carefully. The SK Global Scholarship is open to citizens from 34 regions. Let me go through them. From Europe, 19 countries. Okay, that is Austria, Belarus, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Georgia, Hungary, Latvia, Lithuania, Moldova, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Poland, Romania, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, and Ukraine. From Southeast Asia, there are 11 countries: East Timor, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Vietnam, Brunei, Singapore, Indonesia, Cambodia, Thailand, and the Philippines. From East Asia, there are two regions, that is Japan and Taiwan. But remember, these two are eligible for the semiconductor track only. From South Asia, two countries, that is India and Pakistan. Now to important eligibility rules beyond citizenship. First, your parents must not be Korean citizens. This is a firm requirement. Second, you must hold a bachelor's degree or be expected to graduate by September 2026. If you are still in your final year, you can submit a certificate of expected graduation. If you are not on this list, I'm sorry, this one isn't for you. But don't worry, I post new opportunities every week and I'll find something that fits your country. Subscribe and you won't miss it. Okay. Now let's talk about the language. You need to prove your English or Korean ability, but the requirements here are actually very accessible. You can submit any one of the following: TOEFL IBT, a score of 71 or higher. The home edition is acceptable. That's a fairly moderate score, roughly B2 level. Academic IELTS 5.5 or higher. Note the IELTS home test is not acceptable. You must take the official center-based test. CEFR level B2 or higher. And here's something great: the CEFR online test is acceptable. You can take it at efsct.org. I'll link it in the description. This could save you a lot of money if you haven't taken IELTS or TOEFL yet. New TEPS 326 or higher. This is a Korean English proficiency test that some applicants may already have. TOPIK level 3 or higher. This is a test of proficiency in Korean. If you have been studying Korean and have a TOPIK score, this works too. And here's the best part of it: if your bachelor's degree was taught entirely in English or Korean, you don't need to submit any language test at all. Just make sure your transcript or graduation certificates clearly shows the language of instruction. So even if you don't have a score right now, the CEFR online test option means you can get a recognized score quickly and for free or very low cost. Alright, let's go through the documents. I'm going to give you the full list right now. Get a pen or screenshot this section of the video. Okay. Document number 1 is the application form. This is generated automatically when you complete the online application. You don't create this separately, just fill in your details online and it builds itself. Document number 2 is the release of information form. This is called Form A. Download it from the Korean University Graduate School website. Fill it out, sign it and upload it during online application. Document number 3 is the recommendation letter. Okay, So the recommendation letter is the critical one and has separate deadline, that is April 15. The recommender, a faculty member from your university, must send the letter directly to the admission office by email at grad.sk@korea.ac.kr. The letter must not come from you, it goes directly from a professor to the university. So contact your recommender immediately today if possible and ask them to send it before April 15. Document number 4, certificate of graduation or expected graduation for your bachelor's degree. If you have graduated, you need apostille authentication or consular authentication on this certificate. If you are still studying, a certificate of expected graduation showing your expected date is fine. Document number 5 is your academic transcript for your bachelor's degree. Document number 6 is your proof of language proficiency, as I just described. Document number 7, your resume or CV, no specific format required, just write it clearly in English or Korean. Document number 8, statement of purpose. This is form B, download it from the KU website. Fill it out in English or Korean. It must be at least 1500 characters, about 250 years, and fit within 2 pages. Font is Times New Roman, single 11, single spaced. Document number 9 is a copy of a passport, the ID pages only. Document number 10 and 11, nationality certificates for both parents, passports, ID cards, or nationality certificates. Document number 12, certificate of parent-child relationship, a birth certificate or equivalent that shows your name and both parents' name. If it's not in English or Korean, it must be officially translated and notarized. If you have a specific family situation, single parent, deceased parent, divorced parent, or adoptive parents, these are the additional forms, Form C and Form D. Download them from the same website and submit with the relevant supporting documents. Everything is submitted online during the application process, so scan your documents clearly. The guide specifically says scan, do not photograph. All text must be legible. Okay. Now, let me just walk you through the application process step by step. Step 1 is go to the official study on Korea portal. The website is given and you need to sign up and use a login. Okay. Step 2, once login, apply online. Select this SK Global Scholarship Program. Step 3, complete the entire online application form. Step 4, upload all your scanned documents. Step 5, before you submit, review everything. And step 6, okay, submit it as soon as possible. Step 7, and this is separate, make sure your recommender sends the recommendation letter directly, and after submission, admission results will be available online on June 4th, 2026. Okay, after which you need to apply for your student visa D2 category at the Korean consulate or embassy in your home country. Before I wrap up, I just want to give you some real application advice because I want you to actually get this scholarship, not just apply for it. Tip number 1, your statement of purpose is everything. From Form B asks you to write about your motivation for applying, your educational background, significant experiences and awards of publication, and most importantly, your study plan. Tip number 2, contact your recommender before you even start your application. Okay, the recommendation letter deadline is hard deadline. Many applications failed, okay, because the student was unqualified, but because the professor forgot or was too busy. Tip number 3, if your documents are not in English or Korean, start the translation and authorization process immediately. Tip number 4, check the apostille requirement. If you have already graduated, your graduation certificate must have an apostille stamp or consular authentication. Okay, and tip number 5, if your bachelor's degree was English, make sure your transcript or graduation certificate actually says that. Write a note in your SOP if needed. Okay, so that's it for today. Okay, if this video was useful to you, like it right now. It generally helps me reach more students. And leave a comment, tell me which country you're from and which track you're going through, AI, semiconductor. I read every comment and I always reply. See you in the next video. Good luck, and you have got this.